can I do for you today, Mrs. Taylor? I see that you recently paid a visit to the asthma clinic. How did that go?
Everything's fine with me, Doctor. To be honest, I'm here to talk about my partner, Susie Gibbs. When Susie and I came at the end of last week to talk to you, she made it clear that she wanted everything shared with me, as I'm her next of kin. I've sent off the lasting power of attorney, but the solicitor thought it might take 6 weeks to come through. I just want to talk to you.
Oh, yes. I see. Well, how is she?
She's not good. I know she's spoken with you about her refusal to continue with the renal dialysis. And I'm here to let you know that I fully support her decision.
Okay. I'm surprised to hear you say that, but, well, this is a very stressful time. You're both under a great deal of pressure.
Yes, it's horrible, but we've discussed it at length.
You do understand that without treatment, Susan's condition will worsen. Ultimately, it'll become critical.
I do, Doctor, but I feel it's her decision to make.
As you know, Susan has a history of depression.
I'm all too familiar, and I've seen it go from bad to worse. I can't see an end to this. She's so unhappy. Some days before her attempt, she wouldn't get up. She'd spend all day in bed if I didn't encourage her to come downstairs.
What worries me is that the depression might be clouding her judgment.
Susie knows her own mind.
Well, she might be expressing an opinion of her wishes, but I'm not sure she's making an informed decision in this matter. If she continues with the dialysis, she'll not only prolong her life, but she'll improve the quality of her life. If we can get her well, the oncologist may be able to look at a palliative treatment plan for her cancer.
It's not just the treatment. She's stopped writing completely. She doesn't even read anymore. She spends most of the time staring at the wall. She doesn't want to prolong her life, Doctor. She just doesn't want to live like this anymore. She hates the fact that she's relying on me to bring in most of the income, but I've told her I don't mind. She just wants to die with her dignity.
Are you all right? Look, I need to discuss all this with my colleague, the consultant in charge of her care. He hasn't made an update. Usually he sends a letter. Have you spoken with the specialist renal nurse?
No, not recently.
Maybe we should look at her medication for depression again. Try a different one. Maybe a mental health assessment. I think her capacity for decision-making has been compromised by the depression. She may need hospital and a resection if she won't agree.
I don't think this has anything to do with her medication, to be honest. She's had it changed before. She isn't mentally ill.
But it won't hurt for us to look at it again, and in the meantime, get her back on the dialysis. That is the recommended plan of action. And her body, it can't function without the treatment.
I understand you're trying to help us, but I have spent many, many hours discussing this with Susie. We've even looked into going to Dignitas, but Susie's worried that I might be charged with assisted suicide when I come back, so we've ruled that out now.
I'm very glad that you're not going to Dignitas. My main concern is that although you both still think that Susie is capable of making life-death decisions, her depression might negate that to a certain extent.
Don't get me wrong, Doctor. I don't want to lose her, but I don't want to see her in pain either. She's my best friend, my partner, my soulmate. I respect her wishes. I've promised her that, and I know her well enough, I think, to know that this is what she wants. It's heartbreaking to watch.
As her carer, there are certain avenues of help that are open to you.
It's Susie who needs the help. She needs to be understood and her wishes taken into serious consideration and respected. I love her with all my heart, and I'm going to do everything I can to help her. Susie's refusing the renal dialysis because she knows that's her quickest way out and of finding peace.